Hi, Andre. Let's look at this new set of essays. Online communication. Let's see what you said. Experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated how online communication is becoming more prevalent than face-to-face meetings. This essay will discuss both sides using examples from the UK government, Oxford University, and IMF to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Okay, I think that's great. There's maybe one thing I don't love here. Look at this. Online communication is becoming more prevalent in face-to-face meetings. Here, online communication is now more common. Really, you just changed this one little like phrase here. I think you could have and probably should have done a little more in terms of rephrasing. Um, it's something that they'll pick up on, that it pretty much is the same sentence structure. So you want to show the ability to use a different sentence structure while still maintaining the same overall meaning. Okay. Um, you could say something like, just to give you an example, in many places, in many workplaces, I'm sorry, no. Experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated how face-to-face meetings are being replaced by online communication. Okay, so that's a little bit more of a change, right? All right, anyway, let's continue and see. No, before we continue, there's another issue here. You said that you will discuss both sides, and yes, you're supposed to, but you're also supposed to do something else. You're supposed to answer this question. We really do need the answer in your introduction, especially in an essay like this, because without knowing your answer, we know that we're going to hear both sides, and it's not going to be clear to us what your position is until you get to the end of the essay. So it's super important you answer this question in your introduction. All right. On the one hand, there is ample evidence that the idea of online communication no, not the idea, but online communication itself. So let's try it again. On the one hand, there is ample evidence that online communication is beneficial to our society. Period. The reasons behind this are twofold. I would have put a colon here. Firstly, lowering the travel expenditures. Secondly, decreasing the risk of transmission of infection diseases. For example, recent empirical research by the UK government demonstrated that 35% of all money spent by companies in the 80s was travel related costs. It must not be forgotten that although the financial side is important, infectious disease control is becoming vital in the modern world, and online communication is a crucial part of it. Therefore, it's conclusively clear that online communication has an important role in society. Okay, nice. On the other hand, although there's a case for face-to-face communication, okay. No, you've misused this here. When you use this, although there is a case for etc., you have to do it differently. First of all, it's a way to link the previous paragraph to this paragraph. Second of all, you need to have two sides of a sentence. Okay, so in other words, although, let's see. Okay, although there is a case for the benefits of online communication, um, the value of no, wait a minute, wait. Although there is a case for online communication, the value of face-to-face communication cannot be underestimated. Okay, that's how you need to do it. This way, you're saying although blah 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 about the previous paragraph, there is a case to be made for, or the importance of this paragraph should not be undervalued or underestimated. That's how you need to do this. So let's talk about what you wrote. This is largely because favoring live contact improves the coworker relationships more. Get rid of the. Improves coworker relationships more than online communication. For example, an extensive study by Oxford University showed that over 90% of employees preferred face-to-face communication and found it more socially acceptable than online communication. Thus, it is possible to state beyond doubt that real human contact has its clear advantages. Consistent with this line of thinking is another point in favor of communication that was made by a recent IMF study, proving real person meetings are twice as productive as in online communication. All right, so you can see there were some issues here. Um, I also have to tell you that I feel like some of this was kind of underdeveloped. All right, you said that it improves relationships. Okay. Um, the fact that 90% preferred it doesn't support this. It just shows that they preferred it. So they're kind of unrelated. If you're saying that it improves relationships, you need to give a support that shows it improves relationships. So it should have been something else, like an extensive study by Oxford University showed that 90% of employees who had face-to-face meetings felt more connected with their fellow colleagues than did people who had online meetings only. Okay, that would show that it improves coworker relationships, that they found themselves more connected. Okay, or they found they had stronger bonds, stronger relationships. That would have proven this. This did not. Okay. And socially acceptable also does not mean that it improves relationships. Socially acceptable means that people think, yes, this is okay. That the society generally approves of something. But that's not what you're trying to show here. So this had some problems for me. All right. And then of course you saw that this had problems too. All right, let's try that again. From the arguments and examples given, I firmly believe that advantages and disadvantages are equal, and both online communication and face-to-face communication have their place in modern societies. Particularly, the importance of online communication will increasingly grow in coming years. Well, that doesn't really make sense. You've just said that they're equally important. So why do you predict this? That's not really clear. I would have redone that. I would have said that it is predicted that both will continue to be important. That's all. Okay. Both will continue to be important in the coming years. Now, I already told you how important it was to not just discuss both sides, but actually tell us your position that you think both are equal. Okay. All right, Andre. So let's see oh, you didn't write your task one? What? Why? I saw something about task one had limited time, so I omitted. Oh, geez. Well, I'm not really supposed to do this then. Hi, Andre. Sorry for the confusion. I think between your email telling me about your scores and then just sending the task one, our wires got crossed and I forgot that you had already sent this. Okay, so let's get into your task one about school subjects. Let's see. The pie chart shows the popularity of selected school subjects in Germany in the year 2017. Overall, the German students liked. I would reword this. I would change the word order essentially. Overall, the German students liked physical education and history the most. That's where the most should go. Whereas they enjoyed the subject of information technology, singular, the least. Or you could have done this. You could have said, overall, the German students most liked physical education and history, whereas they least enjoyed the subject of information technology. Okay? So two options there. There you did it. Here, good. The most liked subjects, PE and history, were roughly 7 times more popular compared to the least liked subject, IT, without the. Fine. There were 4 subjects that each took approximately 1/5 of the pie chart: PE, history, maths, physics with 22, 2.4, 19.5, and 18.1% respectively. The remaining 3 subjects gained around a third of the whole. Okay. With 7.1 biology with 7.1, geography with 6.4, and IT with 3.7. Again, note that. The difference between the 4 most popular subjects was minor because it's the difference within the range of 4.8%, while the least popular subjects, the difference was 4.4. Okay. I like what you did here. I didn't love what you did here and here. I thought you did a good job of this. Here, I felt like you grouped too much. Now, every now and then, IELTS gives us a task that's really very um, minimal, I guess. It doesn't have a ton of information. Usually, they give more information, and it would have either more information here, or there would probably be like a second pie or a table or a line graph or something. But occasionally they do give these, and they're very minimal, and they don't really give you a lot to work with. So in this instance, what you really need to do is you need to practice how to stretch out your answer, how to extend your answer. That's what's being tested here. And so there are a bunch of ways to do that. Mm, so as I said, I like the first part, okay? Your introduction and your overview. I thought you did a good job. But then, and I agreed with the way you separated these. I would have also separated the top four, put them in one paragraph, and then the bottom three and put them in a separate paragraph. What I wanted you to do was not lump them all together in one sentence. So again, just really kind of extend that information. So tell me that PE, so you could have said, for example, the top two courses in terms of popularity together made up almost 50% of the total. More specifically, PE had 22.9% popularity, full stop. It was followed by zero point 0.5 less by history. Okay, so you've already given us that kind of, it's almost 50%, and then the breakdown of what it is. And then you could have said the other two most popular choices came in each at just under 20%. Again, okay, so you're giving us this kind of like synopsis in a way, and then you'll go into the details, and then you can say math was 19.5% in terms of popularity, and physics had 1.4% less popularity, coming in at 18.1. Okay, so do you see what I'm doing here? I'm really kind of stretching it out. So I'm grouping together, and then I'm kind of summarizing, and then I'm going into details. So that's how I would approach doing this. But on the whole, I think you did really well. Yeah. Let's see more work. I know you've got more essays in this set, so let's see them. Hopefully, whatever is going on with the email, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like all the information in the email body. It's not just you, it's like a couple of other students. They keep bouncing back as undeliverable. I have not been able to figure it out. Hopefully we will, because I don't want to keep you from progressing. Okay, so again, thanks a lot and good luck.